Gautam Buddha was trying for his enlightenment for 6 years. It was a lengthy process. He was following many methods, many paths. He was doing whatsoever is humanly possible to do, but nothing was happening. He was moving in circles. He was where he had started. He was not going anywhere else. He was becoming tired, utterly tired. Finally, one evening, this sudden illumination happened to him that his whole effort was irrelevant. Enlightenment is not something like an achievement. One cannot achieve it. One has to disappear for it to happen. It is a happening, and it happens only in the absence of the ego. And whenever you are doing something, the ego becomes more and more strengthened. The ego is a doer, and enlightenment happens in a state of non-dining. It is simply the realization of who you are. It is not a question of achievement. You are already it, just an awakening, just a turning in. Seeing the point, Buddha relaxed. He dropped all his methods. That is the only use of methods. You get tired of them. You feel utterly bored with them. One day, out of sheer boredom, you drop all the methods. That evening, he dropped his whole spiritual search. He had dropped all worldly search 6 years before, but it is the same search whether you are seeking money or meditation, whether you are seeking power or enlightenment, whether you are running after prestige or God. It is the same thing. The mind needs some object to run after. The mind wants something to desire. It wants an objective goal. Whatsoever that objective goal is, doesn't matter. X, Y, Z, anything will do. Seeing the point, it is the same mind. I have renounced the world, but I have not renounced the mind, and the mind is the real world. And these 6 years I have only been changing the objects of my desire, but I have not dropped desiring. Instead of money, now I desire enlightenment. Instead of power, now I desire ultimate truth. But is there any difference? It is the same desiring mind, the same ambitious ego. In fact, it has become more subtle. It was gross before, now it is very subtle. Seeing it, he laughed. These 6 years he had not laughed at all. He had been serious. He laughed at the whole ridiculousness of the effort. Spiritual effort is more ridiculous than the worldly effort. The worldly effort has a certain relevance, but the spiritual effort has no relevance. He relaxed, obviously, naturally. Not that he made an effort to relax, relaxation came to him because there was nothing to achieve, nowhere to go. Relaxation simply came to him. From the beyond, something descended. He fell into deep rest. That night, he slept for the first time without dreams. When there are no desires, there are no dreams. Dreams are reflections of desires. That night, there was no nightmare. For 6 years, he had been suffering from many nightmares. A nightmare simply says that you are desiring impossible things. Hence, your night is disturbed, your sleep is disturbed. There is no rest. It is feverish, it is pathological, it is not healthy. For the first time in his life, he relaxed and slept well, totally, like a small child newly born. Deeply rested, in the morning when he opened his eyes, the last star was disappearing from the sky. Seeing the last star disappear, the last trace of the ego disappeared in him. He had found it, but he had found it without any effort. It had happened, but it had happened not as a goal, not as an achievement. It had happened out of deep relaxation.